Let's go.
What's your Tony Marichek really like?
That's what she asked me about you.
What are your plans for her?
Oh, she's very independent.
Hardly. How did you meet her?
We lived in the same house.
In Iverstown?
Yeah.
When?
Now and then. Well, let's go back to our drinks, huh?
To continue with your Antonia Marichek, have you other things in common?
Taxi cabs, hotels, and Bibles. And we don't like some of the same people and places.
All sounds like a very substantial beginning. How long have you known her, really?
Since day before yesterday.
How long have you known me?
Martha, I'm not sure that I've ever known you. What do you say? Let's get down to business.
Let's get out of here.
Waiter.
Yes, sir.
Check, please.
Yes, sir.
Whiskey and soda.
Thank you, sir.
Wait outside.
Sam, what is it?
Wait outside.
Beautiful.
Give that back to him when he sobers up. Tell him I run an honest book. I always pay off. Thought I told you to wait outside.
I wanted to see.
You saw.
You wanted to kill him, didn't you?
Yes, I did. This the spot?
Yes.
I like your car. You know what happened to Lot's wife when she looked back, don't you?
What?
She was turned into a pillar of salt.
What happened to Lot?
No, he got away. He didn't look back.
You know your Bible.
You would, too, if you spent as much time as I did in hotel rooms.
I'll take it up. Come on, let's get out of here. I love to watch the city from this spot.
Up here, it doesn't even look real, does it?
It's real. Very real. Owning it gives you a sense of power. You'd know what I meant if you had it.
Ivers.
If anyone asked me my name now, I'd say it was Martha Smith.
I smell smoke. Better take a look. Must have been some kids up here.
Sam, don't. Let it burn. We used to come up here when we were kids and build a fire.
Now.
Let it burn, Sam.
Okay.
In those days, we used to think that this was real. And that didn't even exist.
Just now you looked like Martha Smith.
If only you hadn't run away.
Well, I waited for you. I remember I waited a long time in the rain, but you didn't show.
Give me a cigarette, Sam. If only you hadn't left town. I had no one to turn to. What did you say, Sam?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
When I found out, it was too late. Much too late. One thing led to another, and...
Another what?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No, go ahead, Martha. It'll do you good. Another what?
Where was I?
One thing led to another.
It would have been so different if you hadn't run away. It would have been you instead of Walter. Or if you had stopped me. When I lifted the cane, why didn't you stop me?
You knew how much I hated her. Why didn't you stop me?
I wasn't there, Martha.
And then I stood there afterwards.
You weren't there?
No, Martha. I wasn't there. I left when your aunt came into the hallway. I didn't want to stick around. I was in enough trouble as it was. I never saw what happened. I never knew until tonight about your aunt or that man. The one they hung. The man that you and Walter killed.
Sam, help me. Help me.
All right, Martha. Tell me. Talk.
All right, Sam. I never imagined anyone could die so quickly. I'd always supposed that wherever I went, she would be with me, that she would never die. But it wasn't like that. I expected to find her when I went back to my room. Later, I became frightened. The coroner and the police were sympathetic. The doctor very attentive. They believed my story, the one I told Walter's father. That night, I slept heavily. Peacefully.
How did you sleep the night after they hung that man?
It wasn't long when I found out why Walter's father believed my story. It was as if my aunt had never died. He took her place. He wanted to make something of his son, and I was tied to them both from that time on. It became so unbearable that I wanted to tell the truth. But he had deliberately given me such a sense of guilt and had painted such a picture of what would happen to me that I was crazy with fear. He used that fear well. To increase it, he made me part of another crime. My testimony sent an innocent man to the gallows. And he used that to make me marry Walter. Sam, you're not going to go away again. I want you here, Sam. I've lived so much inside of myself, so choked with wanting something else that lives and breathes, so desperate for air and room to breathe it in. Oh, Sam, please. Please stay here, Sam.
Hi, Martha. Tony, you still up? Tony?
Yes?
It's me, it's Sam. Can I come in?
Yes, Sam.
Mind if I put your light on?
In a little while. I was sound asleep. I've got a headache.
Okay. I've got something to tell you, Tony.
Yes, Sam.
Tony. You're crying because you saw. You were at the window there when we drove up. Well, that's what I came in to tell you about, Tony. The Martha and me.
You didn't have to, Sam. There were no strings on this deal.
Well, that's why I wanted to. You see, it started a long way back. I don't know yet how it's going to finish.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
All you have to do is tell me the truth.
Like you did when those goons worked me over.
Now we're even. Now I'm beat up.
I'm sorry I said that, Tony. Look, kid. I'm sore at myself, not at you.
Do you want me to leave?
Do you want to leave?
That's up to you, Sam. I'm here on a rain check.
Well, now, don't put it that way. You're here because that's the way we wanted it.
And now?
I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
Hello, Gable Hotel. I want to speak to Sam Masterson.
Put that phone down.
Hello, Sam. This is Walter. I know I'm not disturbing you. Martha just came in.
Well, what do you want?
I want you to come up here. Now. Right now.
Are you crazy? The
I
servants...
gave them the night off.
You're drunk.
I've had a lot to drink, but I'm not drunk. I suppose it'd be stupid to ask where you were.
Yes, it would.
Sam's not leaving, is he?
Ask him when he gets here.
I just got my answer.
Then there are no more questions.
No, I know what I need to know. Sam, the Superman. Sam, the dirty little boy from the other side of the tracks.
I'll go and change. I wouldn't want him to see me in the same dress twice.
Come in.
Tony. You're leaving, huh?
There's a bus out in about an hour.
Tony.
Sam, it's better this way.
Look.
Sam, I came back here with you because you said you didn't like to be pushed around. I liked you when you said that. You were looking for trouble, but it was a good kind of trouble. And now...
Now what?
Sam, I saw her. You're going to get hurt. Leave her, Sam. Leave this town, even without me, but leave.
I can't. At least not just yet. You're gonna need some money.
No, thanks. Let's break clean.
See you around.
Yeah. Around.
Where's Martha?
Upstairs, getting dressed for the occasion.
I'll go upstairs. Why did you call me?
Got a riddle, Sam. Maybe you can help me solve it. It's a little riddle called What's to Be Done About Me, Martha, and You. Sounds just like a poem. If it rhymed, it would rhyme with murder.
He's drunk. He's been sitting here drinking all night.
Draw a chalk line and I'll walk it. Or I'll take a mental test. Any question like, what is my object in life?
I tried to stop him from calling you.
You're a wiseacre. An angle boy. You know all the answers, don't you? How are you on dreams?
And I was glad he called you. I was frightened of him, Sam.
She was frightened of me. I had a dream, Sam. It was about you. In my dream, you were not a handsome corpse.
Maybe it was some other guy.
In other dreams, there were others.
I told you he's drunk.
Did you say others?
Many others.
He's lying.
Poor little Martha. Her life was so empty. Is that what she told you, Sam?
I don't want him in here, Sam. Make him get out.
Now you're all of them, Sam. Every one of them rolled into one.
Sam, make him...
Keep talking. I'm all of them rolled into one.
Yes. You're a gymnasium instructor in Philadelphia with a muscle for a brain and a tendency to insipid verse. You're a guy, just a guy named Pete in Erie who smells the fish and sings. You're last year's greatest fullback, and you flunked your bar exam, but you wanted to be an industrial engineer. You're a guy who came along to fix a tire so well you became a city-paid inspector. And you're a lot of others. But worst of all, you're the one and only man who shares with me the only claim I have on her. Ask her, Sam. Say to her, Martha, is all this true?
What if it is? What did you expect? She never wanted to marry you. If you had any self-respect...
She married me because she felt that way. I would never tell.
That's a lie. Your old man forced her. How long do you expect her to go on paying off?
Forever.
Whatever happens to you, you've got coming.
What can happen, Sam? Shall I tell you? She'll try to get you to kill me. Like she got me to send an innocent man to the gallows.
I told you the way it was. It was his father's idea. He made...
But did she tell you how she stood up in the police station? How she looked at the man without batting an eye? How she said, yes, that's the man. He's the one who came into the house that night. He's the man who killed my aunt. That even stuck in the throat of my father. My poor, dear, departed, greedy father. But he went right on. And so did I.
He's lying. You believe me, don't you,
You
Sam?
believe her, Sam? Martha, at least tell the truth now. Tell how much you were afraid of an unsolved murder. Tell what a threat it was to the power and the riches that you'd learned to love so much and that I'd learned to love, too. Tell why I became district attorney. Tell why you made me hang that man. Tell the truth.
I told the truth. They were like leeches, both of them. They wanted everything.
All I ever wanted was
everything
you.
you
I'm
are.
nothing.
Everything you have,
You
I
gave
gave
me
you.
nothing.
Then let go!
You're insane. You're out of your mind. Me too. You see, Sam, how close we really are to each other. Don't break up our happy home. It'll have to be you or me. And unless you do it now, it'll be you. You mustn't think I'm drunk. I'm not. It's just that I'm sick. Inside of me, I'm sick. Martha, help me. Please.
Sam, you believe me, don't you? Do it now. Set me free. Set both of us free. He fell down the stairs and fractured his skull. That's how he died. Everybody knows what a heavy drinker he was. Oh, Sam, it can be so easy. you loved me.
I thought I did too.
Now you hate me.
Now I'm sorry for you.
When I dreamed about you coming back,
Your whole life has been a dream.
I thought you'd be the Sam I knew as a child.
Martha, you're sick.
I could run to you when I was in trouble.
In your mind, I mean, that's where you're sick.
And you'd help me.
So sick that you don't even know the difference between right and wrong anymore.
You've killed. It says so in your record.
I've never murdered. Are you all right now? I'm all right. You fell down the stairs. I remember. You carried me in here. Yeah. You had your chance, Sam. It's a thin line, the one between life and death.
You said I didn't know the difference between right and wrong. What's right for Walter and myself? For us to tell the truth?
I think so, yes.
And hang for it?
You wouldn't hang for it. Not if you confessed. You'd do time, sure.
Sure, I'll rot in prison for the rest of my life. And for what? What am I guilty of?
Murder.
What were their lives compared to mine? What was she?
A human
A
being.
mean, vicious, hateful old woman who never did anything for anybody. Look what I've done with what she's left me. I've given to charity, built schools, hospitals, given thousands of people work. What was he?
Another human
A thief,
being.
a drunkard, someone who would have died in the gutter anyway. Neither one of them had any right to live.
You didn't think Walter had either. Goodbye, Martha.
Sam. Sam's going away. Did you hear what I said, Walter?
Yes, I heard you.
We can't let him go, can we?
Martha's waiting for your answer, Walter.
We'd always be afraid of him. We couldn't live that way. We'd be fools to let him go knowing so much about us.
May have a little trouble squaring this one.
You broke into the house, you demanded money, you tried to attack me, and I shot you in self-defense. Have a right to kill in self-defense. That's what the law says, doesn't it, Walter? Isn't that what the law says, Walter?
It'll hold up, Walter. A man with a police record. It's a perfect case if you can get Walter to be your witness. Do you want to bet? I feel sorry for you. Both of you. You love him.
I hate him.
That's why you dropped the gun.
I was afraid. For the first time in my life, I was afraid. I felt you'd no longer stand by me. That you'd leave me.
No, Martha, I won't leave you. I love you. Oh, don't cry, Martha. It's not your fault.
It isn't, is it, Walter?
No. Not mine. Nor my father's, nor your aunt's. It's not anyone's fault. It's just the way things are. It's what people want and how hard they want it. How hard it is for them to get it.
He's near the gate. I'm glad he's going.
You'll always be.
No, he won't, Walter, he won't. And he'll never tell you needn't be afraid. And you'll see. Things will be different now between you and me. Just like nothing ever happened.
Just like nothing ever happened. Will you kiss me, Martha?
You believe me? No, Martha Smith.
I missed a bus once and I was lucky. I wanted to see if I could be lucky twice.
Don't look back, baby. Don't ever look back. You know what happened to Lot's wife, don't you?
Whose wife?
Sam's wife.
Sam's wife.